Hey folks, it's Tom, your Frugal Prepper. I am doing a set of struts in this Buick Lucerne. This is not mine, this is a customer's. But as you can see, it kind of started snowing since yesterday and it's nice and cold out. But I got the transmission pan dropped off of it and cleaned out yesterday. I'm doing a transmission service. So I got the new filter and the pan and everything all ready to go there. I got to crawl under there and put that back on. It needs an oil change. It needs a couple of struts. Let me show you here. Be sure to check out my backup channel, Frugal Preppers Extras. Subscribe to it. You can also check out my other channel, Network Engineers Playground. It's computer and network engineering stuff. Also, you can check out my website, which runs on this server right behind me. It's FrugalPrepper.rocks. See the links in the pinned comment below. So these are the struts. I went over to the pick and pull and grabbed those yesterday. I got a set. There was only one set in town in a local junkyard, and I picked them up. And this one's been hit. It's bent. And this is off kilter too, so it was hit on that side and they pulled the strut. I noticed it before I picked them up. I still went ahead and took them because I thought I might have had a set from my Lucerne back in the shed, but I did not. And I thought, well, I can use the springs off of those. But that has the F41 suspension RPO code. It's a kind of a weird one. So I finally found one at the pick and pull in Dayton. Me and my son went and grabbed those. And those look like some good, decent struts. This one has a strut on this side that's leaking and sticking. And the spring's really weak on this side. So I'll get those thrown in there. Get the transmission pan back on it. And fill it with Trinity fluid and change the oil. Hopefully it won't take too long out here in the cold. So normally when I do this, I just fire up a heater here in the back of the garage. It kind of hits this area up here and keeps the heat back here, so I can come back here and stand for a few minutes by the heater and get warm up my hands, and then go lay under the car, see the nasty in the snow, come back here, get warm again. And so that's my my thing. And even with that door open, this heater will start to bring the temperature up in here to around 50 or so. So it's only 30 degrees out, but it's still snowing. You know, it is what it is. Just work with it and get her done. All right. So I think you guys can see there, I've already put the new seal in here yesterday. I took that one out, put the new one up in here. So the seal's in there. I just gotta stick the filter up in there and put the pan on, and we should be good to go. I'll probably want to wipe that down with a towel again here. Make sure that gasket surface is relatively clean before I do this. Oh, come on. Okay, that's in there. Let me get a towel and I'll wipe that down. Oh. Okay. Alright, so now transmission fluid out the way. This gasket up on here. And wipe off any of this excess transmission fluid. Okay, we're good there. Now we'll stick this up in here. Oh, come on. Now we just gotta Get a screw started through it. There's one. We'll get another one. Now we get another one. Put it back in here somewhere. These gaskets are reusable. They give you a gasket in the kit, but those are really for the older transmissions that didn't come with a reusable gasket. You want to reuse that reusable gasket if you can. And this one looked fine. It's a lot easier to put on, and it's just a better gasket than that little felt one they give you. Now my truck has a reusable gasket, but after 512,000 miles, the reusable one finally gave out. So we'll just put these in here, and now we just gotta tighten up put the rest of the bolts in there, and we'll be ready to go. That's all 20 of them, and now stick this back in here. Oh, see that one? It's starting to cross that on me. I gotta back it back out. Try to tighten them up in a little bit of a random pattern if you can, but I don't really think it matters. And I'll just go over them all, make sure they're really tight. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There. Oh. Okay, that's all. So now that is on there, and we're ready to put some fluid back in it, but we're going to change the oil first. Alright. Let's see if we can get this oil plug out with this little wrench. Oh shit, I think it's a 15. Oh, that's weird. I'm pretty sure last time I changed this it was a 13. I think somebody's putting the oil plug in it. Oh shit, there goes the camera. Hang on. Let me go get 15. Okay, I got 15 now. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Yeah, she got a new drain plug in her. Oh yeah, it's not a factory drain plug. I don't have the rubber gasket on it, but I guess it works. A lot of oil change places replace drain plugs and stuff when they have a problem. She's not exactly warm. She's going to have to drain for a little bit. And then I'll get over here and take this oil filter off here in a minute. It's kind of by my jack stand, so I don't know. Probably going to leak some oil on the driveway. Probably should have moved my jack stand farther forward, but it is what it is. We'll let this drain out, and then we'll come back and get that oil filter. Okay, we're gonna try to get this oil filter out of here. I'm gonna put this drain plug back in. Okay, and now for the oil filter, I made this little drain pan out of an old oil jug. I'm trying to not spill any oil if I can help it. Drain. Ooh. Okay, we'll leave that balance there. Put our new oil filter in. Oops, sorry. Okay, there we go. We're all set there. Now we're ready to go up top. All right, we'll go ahead and dump some transmission fluid in it. Kind of have to lay in the snow here. If I can help it. Oh, come on. Okay. So you always start with these from the side, and then they don't gurgle. We'll let that drain, and we'll go ahead and start putting the oil in. All right. Got the full synthetic Dexos approved motor oil going in. Got all the good dinosaur vitamins in it, as that one guy from Vice Grip Garage would say. It's cold, so I'm going to have to let this one drain down for a while too. Make sure we get all the good dinosaur vitamins out of it. Alright, and then we'll make sure we got all that we can get. And what I'll probably do is put another half a gallon or so of trans fluid in it and start there. And then we'll top it off once we get her down on the grounded level. That's about a little more is half. So we'll start there. I'll take you guys along because we'll have to reset the oil life in it. Ooh. Oh, heck yeah. There we go. And we'll hit the check mark. And we got 100% left. So I was gonna let her sit here idle and warm up a bit. And then we'll check the transmission fluid again. I can put it in gear here. Just leave my foot on the brake and put it in gear. And shift it to reverse. Start to cycle some of that fluid through there. It already went down to 99%. It hasn't even left the driveway yet. Man, I'll tell you. Make sure it's unlocked. Close the door. And we're just gonna let her run and warm up, try to get that transmission fluid up to temperature. Now I'll do a final drive on this and take it out and get it good and hot and check it on a good flat level surface as our final thing. But while it's warming up, we can go ahead and get these tires torn off and start working on getting these struts done. These are pretty simple struts to do, so we'll get them done. Looks like it's gonna be time for him to get some new tires before long. Those front ones are getting kind of bald. The back ones look good though, so they must have been replaced at different times. These are HTR Enhanced HTKs. Sumitomo. Probably a made in China brand made to sound Japanese. But just so you can see, it was definitely time for that oil and that transmission fluid to be changed. That crap is bad. It's real bad. It's lost all of its red. It's pretty brown and black. And the oil, it said 16% left, but I don't see how. I usually change them at 50% on my cars, just to make sure they're always have clean oil in them. But she got a lot of miles and she's still running, so you know, you can't complain. I'm surprised it didn't have a bad fuel pump in it. It's got a full tank of gas. Usually the only time they bring them to you with a full tank of gas is when the fuel pump's bad. So I gotta get these two 24mm bolts out. So what I'm gonna do is get these 10mm out for the brake line. First. ABS line, get the ABS sensor and that loose. So now we'll start by taking these 24mm loose. And I don't have a 24mm impact socket, so I gotta do this the hard way. These bolts they have like little ridges on them, so they can go in here tight so the other side won't turn on these, which is kind of nice. We'll get this loose about flush with the end of the bolt, and then we'll whack it with a hammer a few times and hopefully get it out of there. Nope. There we go. And you just want to make sure that's about even, because you don't want to screw up the threads on the bolt. So you make sure the head of the bolt's just sticking out ever so slightly. You can see where this one's been leaking. It's fluid out for a while. Man, spring has collapsed at the top of this too. It might have a broken spring. I'll have to be careful I don't get any shrapnel when I pull it out of there. It almost looks like that spring's broke. Let me try the open end on this. Okay, now we're ready to hit them. That one moved. This one you gotta be careful not to hit the ABS sensor down here. Ooh, that one's tough. Yeah. Might have to get the air hammer out. Alright, let me go get the... I don't know if the air hammer's gonna fit. Thing. It's starting to move. There we go. Now we'll just take these the rest of the way off. Now that we've got them loosened up, and we will hit them the rest of the way out. Okay. So now we want to be careful that we don't let this axle fall out and hit and come off of the tree. So what I normally do is just go ahead and put a little support under here with the jack. So that axle can fall apart inside right there. Then you got another mess. So what we want to do is just support it under the rotor here with the jack. And now we're ready to take off the top. But there's some 15mm bolts. I'm gonna take those out. Okay, I'll take that one off. And now we just gotta reach down here and take the strut out. To get a little elevation. So you grab your little pry bar here and you just kind of pry this loose. And she should pop out. You have to let the jack down just a little. Come on. Come on now. There we go. Take that out. Go like that. Alright, so what you gotta do is get her up in here first. And just get a bolt started in it. And then you can start putting the rest of the bolts in kind of loose. I'll put a couple of them in, just so that it's not going to fall out. Then we gotta go back down to the bottom and get the big bolts in. Just push this back, put that on there, and get it lined up. Need to be turning this a little. There we go. Now we're ready to raise our jack up, not like so. Raise her up a little more. There we go. Up just a hair more. We'll hammer that bolt in. We'll hammer this bolt in. You don't have to get them all the way started because this will help seat them on there. But before we do this, I gotta get some thread locker put on these. We'll just put some thread locker on them. And tighten them in there. Okay. Check this one. Make sure it's tight. Check this one again. There we go. So now we can put these brackets back on, as you can see up there. And we'll put these brackets back on for our ABS and our other thing. Put this one in. The ABS. There we go. I'll put this one on for our brake hose. There we go. Alright, this side is done. We're not actually quite ready yet. Oh, look at my impact. We gotta tighten these bolts in. We gotta put those in and tighten them up. And drill it. There we go. Now we're ready to start on this side. Yeah. Impact don't want to quite reach that one. There we go. Now we're ready to move down to the bottom. All right. Well, I did find a 24, but I'm using the silver one on an impact. Don't tell anybody. Oh, let's tighten. Okay. And we'll thread that in there till it's even. Just about. Okay, we'll take this one off. Thread that till it's about even. Okay. And we'll go ahead and take out these 10 millis for the brake hose and the ABS sensor. Okay, those are off. Now I'm going to get my air hose and use the air hammer to take these bolts out. We'll take these bolts the rest of the way off. Oh, let's tighten. Okay. And we'll just hit them out of here. Okay, and now I want to support this rotor with the jack. There. Now we're ready to pick that out. Ready to put another one in. I can take these 10 milli bolts out of it. I saved those from the junkyard. You never know when one of those is going to snap off on the old ones. Okay. You know, we'll go back up top and get these bolts started in. Oh, he's got a broken sway bar link. We need to fix that. It's broken on both sides. That's where the noise is coming from. Let me see if I got some. He got them broke on both sides. Someone told me I had some in here. Where's it? Yeah, I think these are the right ones. Ooh, dropped the bolt. Yeah, a few different options there. We'll have to, I didn't notice that on the other side. We'll have to go ahead and fix that for him while we got it apart. I'll have to call him, make sure he wants me to fix it. Yep, okay. I'll be back after I call him. Okay, so as you can see, the sway bar link is completely loose. It could use some new bushings too. but that sway bar link definitely needs replaced. And oh, this takes a special one. Yep. Yep, it bursted in half. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun to get out. Let me try hitting it with the hammer here. See. All I have to do is get a hold of it on the bottom and try to twist that out and see if we can work this loose. And we'll have to go up and get the sway bar kit for it because it takes the special one. I forgot this has the aluminum lower control arm, so it doesn't take the standard GM one. Okay, this does use the standard sway bar link. That's just a weird looking one. That's it. So we're good there. We just gotta stick this down here. Put our other rubber bushing on. Oh, come on. It's cold. There, okay. We put that in. Then we put on our metal piece. Then we put in our tube. And then we put in our other metal piece. Then we put in our rubber piece. Come on. Come on. Then we put in this piece. Then we'll put in another rubber piece and a metal piece once we get this strut in and get this raised back up. We could probably raise it up a little with the jack right now. Get rid of that. These gonna be kind of a pain to get the thread started on the first time there. Well, they just don't make the bolts a little bit longer, I don't know. But they don't. But they don't. I'll have to keep raising her up here. She don't want to go in there. It's because there's nothing pushing down on the other side. These can be fun to get started. Alright, so my battery went dead and I had to go inside, but I got this sway bar link put on. What I found was that the one listed online on Advance was actually different. That middle metal spacer piece was longer on this one and it was shorter on the other ones, so I just went ahead and cut it off. It a little longer than half of what it was, and that one's already tightened in there. And then we'll just tighten this one up and put this strut in over here and we'll be good. But other than that, those kits were identical. It's just that this one has a little bit shorter of a spacer. So now we're ready to get our strut put back in. And I'll go ahead and get it in the top here first. Okay. There. Now we just gotta get one bolt started. Come on. Ah. Mother. There. Ah. Whew. Okay, now we'll go down here. Now we just gotta get this pushed back together. We're gonna have to turn this strut. Wind it up. Get that top bolt in. Bottom bolt in. Just tap those in. There we go. Get my bolts. Get our thread locker, put some thread locker on these. Now we'll put our brake caliper hose bracket back on. Our ABS wire bracket. Now, grab my wrench here and we'll tighten these up. There we go, we're done down here. Now we just have to go up top and finish tightening these bolts. Actually, while I'm down here, I'm gonna go ahead and do the sway bar link, finish it up. And we'll hold it at the bottom. That's a 15, that's not a 14. Where's my 14? There's my 14. Okay. We'll hold on to it with a wrench at the bottom. Oh, I slipped. I slipped. Go a little farther. There we go. Okay. Now we just got to tighten up those bolts on top. There we go. All right, now I just gotta put the wheels back on her and take her for a toot. Check the transmission fluid. We'll be set.